here, you guys can't stay.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to sleep here.
They're going to kick us out. He said no.
There's nowhere to park. We're Marion and Chris. In 2018, we quit the 9-to-5 and bought Trudy, our camper van.
We are currently on an adventure to drive the circumference of the world.
Good morning. Open that front, Marianne.
Oh, the sun's coming in fast and hard here.
So yeah, we had a fabulous day in Albuquerque yesterday, visiting the Gathering of the Nations. If you missed that video, you should definitely check it out. We'll put a link in the description below. But today we thought we'd run a couple of errands, do a bit of shopping, and then head up into the mountains and find somewhere quiet, away from city life, to hang out for a couple of days. Y'all ready to do some wild camping?
I love wild camping.
Morning, Trevor.
So whilst we're in Albuquerque, our friends Sam and Andy ordered some coffee whilst they're in their camper van, and they had to move on before they could collect it. So Phil and Susie have been looking after this package which we've just come to collect. And Phil has made some hot sauce for us to take away.
Is it really spicy? Hot sauce?
You tell me when you taste it. It's good to have met you guys too.
Albuquerque hospitality at its best.
Thank
You're an amazing man.
Yes.
Thank you.
God bless you guys.
I got a jar of hot sauce. How amazing is that? So while we were in Albuquerque, we fancied buying a few little essentials. So we've come to Cafe Istanbul.
Yep, if you're worried that we're not getting good food, we're finding plenty.
There you go. So we're going to go and see what this little Turkish supermarket's got, because Marianne's craving some olives.
Olives.
So we've come into this Turkish store, and do we film at home or what? All of you guys from Turkey, we're still eating the food. We've got, what do you got there, love?
I've got some baba ganoush and some hummus. We have a problem in the United States. We can't find good hummus.
You can now.
We can now. They make it fresh.
She found a massive jar of the griddle green olives.
They're $17.
They're going to fit in the van.
I'll
in the
make
fridge.
them fit.
You're going to eat them all
Make them
tonight.
fit.
We got a whole bag of goodies for the van. I'm very excited.
I am so grateful.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you guys, we appreciate it.
How fantastic is that? Lunch is sorted. I got Turkish food, Indian food, and I just bought sumac so I can make menemum for breakfast. Route 66. This route that we're taking up into the hills here by Albuquerque is actually part of the Route 66. For those of you that don't know, we're planning to do the whole of Route 66 after we've been up to Canada, and whilst we're heading down to Mexico towards the end of the year. We've come off Route 66, we're heading up into the hills. Nice country side up here. We've seen quite a few hiking trails. So here you go, there's a car park here. This is the beginning of one of the trailheads. So there you go, I think this is good. I think we're going to park up here. Can't hear a thing. No lights, no noise. Sabino Canyon. No partying, no glass containers, no graffiti, no littering. I think we're good. So although we bought all that delicious food from the Turkish shop this morning, we've already got a lot of food that needs eating up first. So today we're having homemade tortillas. We've got some guacamole, some cooked chicken, jalapenos. How good does that look? Oh yes. That's really good.
I love that you get so excited about food and then you tend to laugh as you're eating. You're enjoying it so much.
I do. Well, Marianne, I reckon that's skills. She's deboned the chicken and got all the meat in one pot so it fits in the fridge.
Absolutely. Space-saving tip.
Yeah, these are from the Chinese takeaway back in the UK. Best way to end the day? Tortilla chips and hummus. We're gonna sit and chill and watch the final half of Ozarks. I don't know whether you've seen Ozarks, but if you haven't, you should. We have the TV set up. I reckon that's a good plan. In fact, I want to try this hummus. Let's get this going. That is sumac.
And oil.
And olive oil and hummus. Tuck in.
Oh, that is really good. I don't know if I'm going to share it.
That's just not right. Anyway, I need to go bite this hummus off my wife. And we will see you a little bit later. What a fantastic spot. Nobody around. I thought I'd go and have a little walk. It's actually quite fresh this time in the morning. Got the old shorts on, but we are 2,000 meters up, so it's pretty high. So I've walked up to the top of the hill next to where we're parking. Look at this view. It's hard to think that we're just outside of Albuquerque, and driving up to Albuquerque, the desert was so dry. In fact, the land is, you can see, is so dry at the moment. They've been having really bad droughts. Definite forest fire potential, which is why they tell you not to light any campfires and stuff when you come up here. What a beautiful day. It's always so much nicer to get out of the cities and the towns and come into the countryside. And we're hoping that as we continue journeying west, you know, sort of through Colorado and Utah and over to the west coast of the States, I think the nature's going to just open up, and finding these lovely little wild camping spots is going to become so much easier. I'm not sure if they have bears in this part of the States in the forest here, but I've just spotted a bit of a suspicious footprint. What do you reckon? That's looking a bit like a bear to me. Any animal experts out there? They're probably just coming out of hibernation this time of year and are probably very hungry. I was surprised the internet in the van was so good, but I've just spotted some cell towers on top of the hill there. Always good when you're working online to have the internet. We're super lucky. Ever since we were in the car park in Istanbul, an internet company called Connect Plus, also known as Rent and Connect, they reached out to us and offered us sponsorship of internet, which in the car park in Istanbul changed our lives. And they've continued to give us sponsored internet ever since. I don't normally shout them out, but I want to shout out Connect Plus. It's a fabulous company. They've given us a device for the States which is unlimited. So there's any digital nomads out there that want long-term internet on the road, Connect Plus is a very good option. It saves you trying to get those SIMs, and we use so much data. If you're looking for a shorter term internet connection, then check out Rent and Connect. It's operated by the same company, just different packages, but it saves a lot of hassle finding those SIMs when you cross the border. And without them, I wouldn't be uploading all of these videos to you. So thanks, Connect Plus. There you go, back to Trudy. Oh, the kettle's on.
The kettle's on.
Oh, she's up there, you're out of bed.
I'm working. What's really funny is we're trying to contact a company in the UK about the struts and the lift kit. It's Bank Holiday Monday.
Is it?
We don't even realise what day it is. How you doing?
We're
We're good, thank you.
How are you?
We're doing good. So the reason why we're out here is because some of the residents in the area called and said you guys were camping out in this area.
We're parked up, yeah.
Yeah, we were parked up last night.
We've been parked up, we stayed here.
Is that not okay?
Is that not allowed?
Yeah, here you guys can't stay. You guys,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Bye, thank you.
They gave us a sheriff's badge, look, for the van. We're not actually allowed, you're allowed to park here, but you're not allowed to sleep here. So they came and we ended up having a half-hour chat with those guys. Lovely guys.
Lots of tips,
Sorry we
thank
parked where we're not supposed to.
For food, if you're looking for authentic New Mexican food that's out of this area.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you guys like spicy food.
I love spicy food.
Okay, Sadie's is
I
the
think
place to
I'm
go.
hot enough. But he's always spice.
Okay, so after being moved by the police, we've decided that because tomorrow we're going to be going to Santa Fe, we're going to head to the rest stop on the interstate just before Santa Fe. What was also interesting is the police told us that in Albuquerque, it is the national highest stats for car theft, like auto theft. So he was like, don't leave your van in Albuquerque.
They were very polite, very helpful, and even offered to tell us where the ranger's office was so we could find official
They were
BLM land.
lovely guys. Pleasure
Lovely
to meet
guys.
you. And
Thank you very much.
Thanks for all the tips. We heard today that there was some really bad wildfires up in the Santa Fe area. I don't know whether the camera picks it up, but on the hill, there's just a wide bank of cloud across here, which is all smoke. No parking in forest tonight. This really shows you the scale of the fire. Look, starts there, and check out this smoke. It goes all the way along. So we've arrived at the rest stop just before Santa Fe, but Marianne's just talking to the guys. It looks like there's some sort of a problem. You can tell because they've got the area bollarded off there, so we might be moving again. What's occurring?
The reason they're closing it all off is there is a movie shoot here tomorrow. In fact, it's starting at 2 o'clock.
Nothing to do with the
morning.
fires.
Nothing to do with the fires. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, if we decide to stay, they're going to kick us out.
So looking at iOverlander, we can't actually find anything suitable in Santa Fe. So we're not really sure. This is the joy of van life. We've been moved on now. It's 6 o'clock at night on an editing day, and it's all going a little bit wrong. Okay. Okay, so we think we found somewhere. Okay, 0.2 of a mile on my side. It should be free land. Here, they lied. It's fenced off. So you're gonna have to pull over, we're gonna pull over. Okay, there are 2 Walmarts in Santa Fe. We're gonna try and see if we can park there. If not, then we'll go back to the drawing board. Okay, so we've just arrived at Walmart, and Marianne's just popped in because there are signs saying no overnight parking. So let's see how this goes. It's 6:30, it's starting to get dark. There's nowhere to park.
He said no.
No?
He said go find the Sam's Club, and I said I don't think you can stay there, and he was like, well sorry, you can't stay here.
Okay, next attempt, we're gonna try Sam's Club because we're members. Sam's Club members and associates only, no overnight parking. Does that mean we can or we can't? Unfortunately, Sam's Club, they used to let people, but due to the fires, they've had people trying to set up tents and stuff in the car park, so they've said no at the moment. So we'll try somewhere else. Oh, stop.
Turn left onto Camino de los Arroyos.
Oh, the fire trucks look pretty cool. So we've come down to the Home Depot. This is the last stop. We don't really know where else to go. Marianne's just checking. There are trucks here. There's a truck driver there. She's going to go and ask. There's trucks parked there.
So just pull in front of him. He said just sleep with us. Just pull in front of them, and he says it's fine.
Oh yeah?
They're staying.
We'll go and park by the lorry driver.
Yeah, he said just come and park next to me. He said you'll be
Oh,
fine.
that's nice. Well, what a day.
What a day.
Oh, it didn't quite go as according to plan, did it? But anyway, we're parked up. It's nearly 11 o'clock at night. We've watched a bit of telly and chilled out. And so far, security of Home Depot have not banged on the door. And we're surrounded by lorries. So
I was going to say,
I
we've had
think we're
another
good.
neighbour.
I think that, is there another one out there?
We've got another neighbour. He's on that side. He's just arrived. So we're boxed in nicely.
We're going to call it a night. And thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of madness that is Tread the Globe. And we will see you next time. Bye for now.
Nighty night.